Hi there, this is John Drew here from Elevated Planet.
And Jolé Gabrielle here from Elevated Planet, and we'd like to welcome you to today's show. As always, we have a lot in store for you, and John is going to tell us more about it.
Thank you very much, Jolé. Yeah, it's this is a really interesting one. We featured Barbara Hand Clow going back quite some time ago, but we never really got that deep into her work. And I found it really interesting exploring and really looking at who she is and what she does. And I'm very immersed in her latest book at the moment, which is actually a 20-year redo of a book, and it is incredible. It is almost like a manual for how do we get into these upper dimensions, and it's all based on high frequency energies that you'd want to see, joy, love, collaboration, all that kind of great stuff. But also talking about the reality of where we are now and all these different dimensions. So she covers the nine dimensions, would you believe it, right? So we're talking about going to the fifth dimension from the third, which is obviously, I believe that is where humanity is heading. But there is more available to us beyond this, and it's understanding the scope of what is out there, which is really incredibly enlightening, but also very empowering. So, what we're going to do actually, we're going to kind of cover this off in 2 weeks. So, we're going to cover a certain amount of the work this week, and then we are going to do the same thing next week and go deeper still. I really have some exciting stuff to cover there as well, which I'm really looking forward to covering that. So what I'm going to do actually is just going to share with you just like a little few seconds of what this is going to be about, who she is kind of thing. So bear with me a second. We're just going to go straight into that, then we'll be back.
So the ancient Egyptians were a Syrian culture, and Sirius is the keeper of the sixth dimension. We can see from their creations, like the Great Pyramid or the temples, that they either were here or came here in order to build different sacred sites that would hold the sixth dimension in the third dimension. Well, when we do yoga or Tai Chi, or sacred dance, when we do any kind of geometrical activation of ourselves, what happens is we're accessing our sixth dimensional structure.
That was just a little brief teaser of what this is all about. So this last little section we've got, which will go into Jolé's guided meditation visualization, is a final section from Barbara, first of all. Then Jolé has got a piece of Hopi inspired wisdom that she's going to share, and then directly into the guided meditation from there. So Jolé, anything you want to add before we begin that?
Yeah, no, I just hope that was clear what I'm trying to say, because oftentimes we come down on ourselves and we don't look at, well, where did that come from? And that's part of the awakening, is us realizing, where did this come from, in order for us to let it go. And when we do that, we do it generationally. We even change the past as much as pave the way for the future. It's
Yeah,
possible, because remember, everything is energy. That's what we're dealing with. Okay.
absolutely. Everything is energy. It's true. And it's just so, it's just not who we thought we were, right? We just think of ourselves as the meat suit of life, and that's what we're encouraged to believe. There's so much,
Yes.
and it's so
Yeah.
much more beautiful. Fantastic. Okay, thank you, Jolé. Appreciate that. Okay, here we go. Last little section, which goes directly into the guided meditation visualization. So brace yourselves. Here we go.
So we're right at that really incredible nexus point. And the ironic thing about it is the answer to the whole thing is to stay firmly grounded in the third dimension. In the third dimension, we are physical beings. We have ways of life here that have been given to us for thousands and hundreds of thousands of years from many cultures. And the teachings that come from the indigenous people on the planet are what help us to stay grounded in the third dimension. And so we're going through a curious thing of getting more grounded, but we're getting more grounded in a reality that's just completely dualized right now. You can certainly see that with the US election a few weeks ago. And so it's a very odd place to be. It's a curious moment where we need to be grounded and very, very clear in our consciousness about where we are and what we intend to do with our lives. And yet at the same time, we also need to start opening our hearts to unity consciousness. It's kind of like we're going in two directions at once.
Wisdom for our time. While the following has not been substantiated as being from the leader of the Hopi Native Americans, the wisdom is so deep that regardless of its source, it is well worth sharing. It also aligns perfectly with the Hopi prophecy. The leader of the Hopi Indians, White Eagle, commented on the current situation a few days ago. This moment humanity is experiencing now can be seen as a door or a hole. The decision to fall into the hole or walk through the door is up to you. If you consume the information 24 hours a day with negative energy, constantly nervous, with pessimism, then you will fall into that hole. But if you take the opportunity to look at yourself, to think about life and death, to care for yourself and others, then you will walk through the door. Take care of your home, take care of your body, connect with your spiritual home. When you take care of yourself, you are taking care of everyone at the same time. Don't underestimate the spiritual dimension of this crisis. Take the perspective of an eagle, seeing everything from above with a wider view. There is a social issue in this crisis, but there is also a spiritual issue. The two go hand in hand. Without the social dimension, we fall into fanaticism. Without the spiritual dimension, we fall into pessimism and meaninglessness. You are ready to master this crisis. Grab your toolbox and use all the tools available to you. Learn resistance from the example of the Indian and African people. We were and still are being wiped out, but we have never stopped singing, dancing, lighting fires, and being happy. Don't feel guilty for feeling happy in these difficult times. Being sad or angry doesn't help at all. Resistance is resistance through joy. You have every right to be strong and positive, and there is no other way to do this than to adopt a beautiful, joyful, and radiant attitude. This has nothing to do with alienation, ignorance of the world. It's a strategy of resistance. When we walk through the door, we have a new worldview because we have faced our fears and hardships. That's all you can do now. Calm in the storm. Stay calm. Show resistance through art, joy, trust, and love. Hopi Indian Chief, White Eagle. Take a moment to take a deep breath in. Feel your body. As you put your feet flat on the floor, your palms face up on your thighs. Bring your awareness to your chest and begin to breathe with the rhythm of your body. Once you catch that rhythm, command internally your heartbeat to sync up with your breath. And from this space of love, compassion, forgiveness, we're going to ground our energy from the heart. As this beautiful earth energy of an element that resonates with you begins to formulate a portal moving from the heart down through the solar plexus, down through the sacral and the sacrum, moving through Mother Earth. It begins to travel at the speed of love through her lithosphere, asthenosphere, roots itself into her core. So just take a minute to feel what it feels like to be grounded into Mother Earth with love and receiving her love back. As now those golden rose-shaped scrubbing bubbles mobilize to blanket the inside and the outside of your grounding cord, all the way from the heart into the core of Mother Earth. So those chakras are getting simultaneously cleaned out of all of the things that are blocking you. So let these golden rose-shaped scrubbing bubbles go to work as you pull your aura in to be 1.5 feet around you. You call your higher self to stand or sit at the power position above your crown, this holographic energy projecting out into the world, your wellness, your prosperity, your connection with those of like mind and energy, and all the experiences that are going to elevate your frequency and vibration. So as your higher self is doing all that computation, your astral body is snapping itself in. Feet in feet, knees in knees, hips in hips, hands in hands, elbows in elbows, shoulders in shoulder. Head in heads fitting inside of you like a hand fits inside of a glove. And as that astral body locks in and that aura layer formulates and that grounding cord is being cleaned off, that immediately signals for your feet chakras to open and pull in 15% earth energy that pulls in the bottoms of your feet. And that earth energy is of a color that resonates with you. And once it picks up that momentum, it begins to travel up the side channels of your legs as your crown then begins to open, and that earth energy begins to cascade down from the heavens, raining down on your higher self, superpowering and supercharging that holographic energy and that positive vision, as it then rains down on the aura layer and focuses in, coming down into your crown, that 85%, saturating and marinating your brain, moving into the center of your head, removing and resolving any calcification, moving into that prefrontal cortex, solidifying it with hope, love, possibilities, motivation, discipline, knowingness, moving out any worry, doubt, and fear. That gold light just incinerates that as it moves down the spine, lighting up each vertebra, as it mixes in with that earth energy and begins to fill you up like water fills up a cup, removing, resolving, incinerating, transforming, and transmuting all dis-ease, illness, and negative energy. See that beautiful earth energy saturated by that gold light. So it's just super powering that energy of groundedness, of having influence over this 3D energy, being even more grounded in your purpose as this energy moves up into the systems of your body, recalibrating them, recharging them, reprogramming them for wellness, as all of the atoms and the cells of your body begin to turn heart-shaped. And now that is the clue for the heart to open and send out love into the aura layer and into your environment. As now that toroidal field begins to power up with all that knowledge and wisdom, aligning it, mobilizing it even better for your purpose, as it locks in with the energy of Mother Earth and that pyramid with the capstone that's above that toroidal field starts to spin, and that white light comes down from the heavens, encompassing you and moving out into the universe, restoring all that is, filling it with love. And so from this space of 0 point of possibility of bringing us back to our divine essence is where we're going to do the work. And first and foremost, as our chakras are being cleaned, we are going to let go of any humiliation that we may have felt due to the trauma. So locate the humiliation in your body by turning it a bright orange color and allowing for that gold energy to move it out and down the grounding cord as you put a golden sun above your head. And any spaces and places where this humiliation was, we're going to bring in that gold light. And we're going to let go of feeling ashamed of who we are, of our experiences that have taught us and have become opportunities in our lives to grow. We put our head up and our shoulders back, and we take ownership over our future and making better choices that shroud our reputation in love and forgiveness, shrouded in integrity and authenticity. And so as we take off and peel away that past of humiliation, of taking things personal, of allowing for others to dictate our narrative, we take back that power, we take back that pen. And we let go of that humiliation and that ability for anyone to control us and our narrative as we sit now in this energy, aligned with our purpose, and we now write our own story. We build our own positive, divine reputation. So as you sit in this life force energy and this earth energy and this love, I want you to see yourself where you want to be, being who you are, fully authentic, in integrity with your purpose, in alignment with your truth. What does that look like? Feel that energy of freedom, your freedom to be who you are and what you want without the weight of other people's perceptions of you. That is your Eagles Perch, that untouchable energy of your divinity. As that crown is open, receiving all of those messages, which allow you to step out on that right foot and stay grounded in who you are as you breathe with the rhythm of your body. Drop that humiliation and step into the true you and take ownership over all of that. That gold light is solidifying that energy, paving the way, because you are grounded and rooted from a place of love. And you're projecting your higher self from that power position. I belong here. I'm sharing my blessings and gifts. I am open as a channel of light and blessings. And it is safe to be me. So as this earth energy, 15% of it, the color that resonates with you, and that 85% cosmic gold pulsates through your body, sprouting out your feet, hands, and crown chakras. And that heart chakra is just sending out that love that's blanketing the inside and the outside of every layer of your aura, moving that out into your environment as that astral body is bringing you into a state of wellness, removing and resolving any disease, any illness, as that divine toroidal field locks in with Mother Earth and that Schumann's resonance as your intuition is just honed and focused towards your highest good. As you sit in this energy of love and authenticity, knowing that your perception of you is ironclad, shrouded in love, The past is resolved. And as you breathe with the rhythm of your body from this place of love, knowing that once you get up from this meditation, you are stepping into your divine authenticity and integrity. So breathe with the rhythm of your body and hold that vision of that golden being of light that you are, taking that chaos and turning it into enlightenment in the highest and best way, with grace and ease. So as you take a deep breath in and exhale from a place of love, I want you to visualize 8 golden suns above your head. And they're going to come down gently as they're placed within that white light and that gold light. And they just come down. And the first one is going down your grounding core, chasing away those golden rose-shaped scrubbing bubbles down into the core of Mother Earth, bringing you into the present moment, into this point of power. And that other golden sun is going to come down and extend and expand into that first chakra. And that other golden sun comes down and extends and expands into that second chakra. And the third comes down and extends and expands. And it comes down into the heart, into the throat, into the center of your head, and into the crown. As those 7 golden suns stack themselves up again above your head, a different set, and one comes down and fills up your first aura layer, your second, your third, your fourth. And see it, all that gold light come down and cup the bottom of your first, your second, your third. All of this beautiful golden energy is just encompassing all layers of your aura. 7 layers, solidifying it, just concretizing the love within you, making that your root, your foundation. And just see that gold light just fill you up, fill up that aura layer, fill up those chakras, pushing out into your environment, grounding you even deeper into the love and reality of Mother Earth, and making those messages from the divine even clearer within you. You take a deep breath in and exhale. Hold that vision as you go ahead and close your feet chakras. And you allow for that earth energy to recede back into Mother Earth. Close your hands, allow for the energy to settle as you close your heart chakra. And as you take a deep breath in, close your crown like you would the lens of a camera. Allow for that beautiful, loving energy to settle. And when you are ready, you can open your eyes.